Hello everyone! Our lesson for today is about distributive property. Our learning goal for today is to use the distributive properties to evaluate expression. Let us discuss the symbols involved in the distributive property. So, for any numbers A, B, and C, if A multiplied with the open parenthesis B plus C close parenthesis, it will give us AB plus AC. The A will be distributed inside the parenthesis. And if B plus C inside the parenthesis multiply with the A, it will give us BA plus CA. However, if it is subtraction as A multiplied with the open parenthesis B minus C close parenthesis, you're just going to do the same. You're going to distribute the A inside the parenthesis. So, it will give us AB minus AC. And open parenthesis B minus C close parenthesis multiply with the A, it will give us BA minus CA. Let us work on an example so that you will be guided. 2 multiply with the open parenthesis 3 plus 5 close parenthesis, you're going to distribute the 2 inside the parenthesis. So, it will give us 2 times 3 plus 2 times 5. Working inside the parenthesis 3 plus 5, it will give us 8. 2 times 3 is 6 and 2 times 5 is 10. So, substituting it in the equation, it will give us 2 times 8 is equal to 6 plus 10. However, 2 times 8 is 16 and 6 plus 10 is 16. So, 16 and 16, they are correct. Let us work on the subtraction. So, 5 multiply with the open parenthesis 7 minus 3 close parenthesis, it will give us 5 times 7 minus 5 times 3. So, 7 minus 3 is 4 and 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 3 is 15. Substituting them in the equation, it will give us 5 times 4 is equal to 35 minus 15. 5 times 4 is 20 and 35 minus 15 is 20. So, they are correct. Let us work on algebraic expression so that you will be guided. We write expression 7, open parenthesis, 5x minus 4 using the distributive property. Then, simplify. Applying the distributive property, we can distribute the 7 in the expression inside the parenthesis. So, it will give us 7 times 5x minus 7 times 4. Then, to multiply and simplify, it will give us 35x minus 28. Let us work on another example so that you will understand the lesson well. We write the expression, open parenthesis, 3x squared plus x minus 2, close parenthesis, multiply with 8, using the distributive property. Then, simplify. In using the distributive property, we're just going to distribute the 8 in the expression inside the parenthesis. So, it will give us 3x squared multiply with the 8 plus 8 multiply with 8 minus 2 times 8. Multiply and simplify each term, it will give us 24x squared plus 8x minus 16. It is easy, right? In combining like terms, let us work on this example so that you will be guided. Simplify 12y plus 36y. In applying the distributive property, we can move out the y since the y is the common factor between the two terms. So, it will give us open parenthesis 12 plus 36 close parenthesis multiply with the y. We can work out first in the expression inside the parenthesis. So, 12 plus 36 will give us 48. And we're going to substitute it in the equation, which will give us 48 times y. However, to simplify it, we can just remove the parenthesis symbol, and it will give us 48y. It is easy, right? Let us work on another example so that you can understand the lesson well. Simplify 7x squared plus 5x minus x. Applying the distributive property, we can combine the 5x minus x since they have the same common factor of x. So, it will give us 7x squared plus, open parenthesis, 5 minus 1, close parenthesis, multiply with the x. Working in the expression inside the parenthesis first, 5 minus 1 will give us 4. And substituting 4 in the equation, it will give us 7x squared plus 4x. Therefore, 7x squared plus 5x minus x is equal to 7x squared plus 4x. Correspondingly, we have learned how to use the distributive property to evaluate the expression. Let us study how to use the distributive property to simplify expression. Use the expression thrice the difference of 4x and y increased by 6 times the sum of x and 3y. We are going to write algebraic expression for the verbal expression. Let us work on the first verbal expression, which is thrice the difference of 4x and y. Thrice means 3 and difference implies subtraction. So, thrice the difference of 4x and y is equal to 3 multiplied with the open parenthesis 4x minus y close parenthesis. And the second verbal expression in the given problem is increase by 6 times the sum of x and 3y. Increase means plus and sum implies addition. So, increase by 6 times the sum of x and 3y gives us plus 6 multiply with the open parenthesis x plus 3y close parenthesis. Moreover, to simplify the verbal expression into algebraic expression, it will give us 3 multiply with the open parenthesis 4x minus y, close parenthesis, plus 6 multiply with the open parenthesis x plus 3y, close parenthesis. In this problem, we are going to simplify the expression, then indicate the properties used. Working on the same problem, 3 multiply with the open parenthesis 4x minus y close parenthesis plus 6 multiply with the open parenthesis x plus 3y close parenthesis. We are going to apply the distributive property. Distributing 3 inside the expression of 4x minus y and 6 inside the expression of x plus 3y, it will give us 3 times 4x minus 3 times y plus 6 times x plus 6 times 3y. To multiply, it will give us 12x minus 3y plus 6x plus 18y. Then, we can use the commutative property of addition. To make it easier for you, it will be better to combine like terms. That is why it will be 12x plus 6y plus quantity minus 3y plus 18y. Now, we can use the distributive property to factor out the common terms on the first two terms and the common terms on the second two terms. And it will be quantity 12 plus 6 multiplied with the x plus negative 3 plus 18 multiplied with the y. We can now simplify the 12 plus 6 is 18 and the negative 3 plus 18 is 15. So, we can substitute the values and we can come up with 18x plus 15y. It is easy, right? Let us discuss the properties of numbers. If it is commutative property, you're just going to switch the places of the numbers. So, in commutative property of addition, a plus b will become b plus a. While in commutative property of multiplication, a times b is equal to b times a. In associative property, the places of the numbers will still be the same. However, the parentheses will change places, as in associative property of addition, quantity A plus B, closed quantity plus C, is equal to A plus quantity B plus C. While in associative property of multiplication, it is close parenthesis AB multiplied with the C is equal to A multiplied with the close parenthesis BC. In identity property, 0 is the identity in addition. So, whatever number you're going to add with 0, the answer is the number itself. As in A plus 0 is equal to 0 plus A is equal to A. While in multiplication, 1 is the identity. So, whatever number you're going to multiply with 1, the answer is the number itself. So, A multiplied with 1 is equal to 1 times A. And the answer is A. In zero property of addition, there is none. While in zero property of multiplication, whatever number you're going to multiply with 0, the answer is 0. In the distributive property of addition and multiplication, we're just going to distribute the number in the expression inside the parentheses. As in A, multiply with the open parenthesis B plus C, close parenthesis, it will be equal to AB plus AC. And open parenthesis B plus C, close parenthesis, multiply with the A, it will become BA plus CA. And the last property of numbers which we are going to use is substitution. If A is equal to B, then A may be substituted for B. Appropriately, we have learned how to use the distributive property to evaluate expression. So long, guys! See you in the next math lesson. Bye!